I'm going in there, Darren.
You're not going
I'm going to go where I want to go and you came and will.
You're not.
Oh, hi, Hex. Oh, it's time for us to delve into the spelunking track-filled world of The Cave.
The Cave comes to us from Double Fine, the team responsible for games such as Stacking and Costume Quest. And for this game, veteran games designer Ron Gilbert has come on board. Elder Spawnings will know Gilbert for his work on some of the all-time great adventure games, such as Maniac Mansion, Grim Fandango, and The Secret of Monkey Island.
Yes, and the head of Double Fine is actually Tim Schafer, who's Gilbert's longtime friend and worked alongside him on those games. This is kind of a reunion project for the two of them.
Well, that's enough history. Let's get on with the review. The Cave takes place inside a magical cave, which also works as the game's narrator.
Welcome to The Cave. That's me, The Cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. Don't laugh.
As the game starts, you're presented with 7 different characters to choose, all with their own little story and motivation for going into the cave. Then once you pick any combination of 3, it's off to the depths.
This game really is all about solving puzzles, using all 3 characters to flip switches, grab items, and there's some basic platforming to be done in between. There is the odd enemy scattered around, but dying isn't a concern as you'll just respawn nearby. In fact, you can even grab special items to solve puzzles and get killed, then just respawn safely with the item.
None shall pass.
That sounds suspiciously like cheating.
If the game lets you do it, it isn't cheating, Darren.
Well, I'm going to half-charge my laser hex, and if I suspect any more cheating from you, noob destroyed.
All right, call your lasers, Darren. Sheesh.
Don't worry, Hex, his half laser just tickles and makes you sneeze. Anyway, each puzzle requires different abilities from different characters to solve. So, for example, the knight has a shield that can protect him from falls and fire, while the hillbilly can blow a big spit bubble to act as a helmet so he can swim underwater longer.
Spit bubble helmet, ew.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, but this is all infused with that classic Double Fine humour that makes their games so great, and this is no exception. The platforming is pretty basic though, and the puzzles are usually move that thing here, flip that switch, bring that item to that guy.
The brave knight returns with my daughter's amulet.
There were a few head scratches in there, although it's mostly stuff we have seen before. But like I said, along with that humour, it still makes it a worthwhile playthrough.
Yeah, but I have to say there were a few little technical problems. I hit a few glitches that forced me to quit and start from the last checkpoint, and that usually fixed it, but it's frustrating and confusing when stuff like that happens because you're not sure if the game is just broken or if you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, especially in a puzzle game. Ugh.
I also noticed regular frame rate drops, even when nothing was really happening.
Yeah, there are a few rough spots, but I really like the style of it all, and each character has loads of charm.
I liked how, depending on which characters you bring in, the puzzle layout actually changes based on that character. So there is some solid replay value with loads of quirky areas to discover, such as a carnival and an ancient Egyptian pyramid. And the puzzles play really well with the characters' special abilities.
Personally, I found the constant character switching tiresome. Having to switch between characters and go through the same parts of levels multiple times, or to bring everyone onto a lift or a pressure plate, it can get a bit of a chore, and it could have been avoided if they simply had a button that could call all your teammates over to you.
That would have been a nice feature. There is local multiplayer, which helps a bit, but there's no actual split screen. So often you'll need to take turns moving your characters around while the rest of you sit and watch. It is fun to be able to play with friends though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm nitpicking a little bit now with this game, because it is quite fun, but one thing that did bug me was the lack of any inventory. Each character can only hold one item at a time, so if you walk past an item you need for a puzzle, you'll often have to backtrack a few minutes to go get it. So that did unnecessarily slow the pace of the game a little, but we should wrap this up. Final thoughts, Hex?
Well, it's a fun little adventure with some clever ideas. It misses the mark sometimes, but ultimately I enjoyed exploring the cave, so I'm giving it 7.5 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I'm going to give it 7.
Shall we go answer some questions?
Let's do it!
Yeah.
I'll be waiting on the phone if you need my help, so call me, maybe?